All remains as it did yesterday.
Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need him. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
He's only just woken up, dazed. He may need a few pointers.
Ah, we cross paths again. Do you...
Mr. Trailblazer.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and...
She received an
the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but they want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science. However, this attack was timed a little too well.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in...
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an... excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you...
Huh?
Don't play the fool.
I think I...
Oh, right. Let me describe it again. Send me a signal when you see...
I think she mentioned if only there were some...
Anyway, Keep up the good work.
My memory is kind of hazy. What? This is what I recall. Let me try. This is what I recall. Let me try to remember the conversation.
Maybe the recent Hinkel and...
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the departments of...
That was despicable. A curio that's... Oh, now... Well, I might... Adler would be of more help. We've been through people are grown... Never mind.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with
What? He went to the scene
Calm down, bro. We're having a walk.
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be...
Is there something you need?
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him. That kid sure is brave. Yes, well, Heavy isn't here. Brother Arlen, I...
Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable. Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble.
Don't get complacent.
Land! Forward! Conflict is hideous! Rise! Here is thunder! World cleansing dragon! The dead return! Hit! Conflict is pitiless! Show no mercy! Break! Forward! Here is thunder!
Peppy!
That's me.
He wants to ask you. I'll leave you to it.
Don't worry. I think So, which... That's all? Well, have you asked... Let's come...
Adler's... Let's go over it from the start. I mean, my memories of Arlen and...
A curio that's alive. How's it going? I see. See? Ancient. Some research things had... Yes, people were... However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this. Rebuilding trust is harder than... Anyway, that's okay, but... Oh, by the way...
So I did consult some... The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person... I Identifying that person is crucial and could be the key to making sense of everything. The other person
Hey! It's all taken care of. Here's the account. Oh, Smalls.
Here, did my memory...
Let me describe it again and send me a signal when you...
I think if only...
Anyway, keep up.
Hey! It's all take. Here's the account. Oh, Smalls.
Here, did my memory... Now I remember. The other person is Emily. What did Emily...
I say? No need, though I confess I did hear someone say you would see that I'm not.
Again?
Oh,
However, don't get me wrong.
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Xianzhou species...
I figured. I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
I'm sorry. I see. There's only that mean the words they...
Have you asked the...
Huh?
Have you asked the...
Huh?
Let's call it a day.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. I need to go over it from the start.
Let me describe it. Send me a signal when you see train.
I think if only there...
Let me describe. Send me a signal. That's not the point. Anyway, keep up the good.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate it?
Affirmation.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in fourth...
Mr. Ratio.
Apologies. It's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed, it is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid. If he is truly... Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment, and the assignment...
I doubt...
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically...
If you knew Herta...
Don't Based on your story, you met with Herta because...
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your story, You met with her to...
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she... And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Herta didn't mention... However...
True.
Why do I feel like I'm...
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets.
Sure.
Say what you want.
Correct, Doc?
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless order.
I remember now.
That's enough. Herta's collection. An endless trove.
I remember now.
That's enough. Herta's collection. An endless trove.
The curio isn't the point.
I would imagine the...
Yes. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost. However, she decided to hold her tongue, and so what's the story? Are you...
Conjecture. Asta...
Then you said you asked... However, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction?
The space station has been very... Another severe...
Oh, they wouldn't be partial to... Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, clearly, though. Cut the act.
Correction. There may...
Researchers disappear... Clearly cut the act. You're perfectly aware...
I remember now.
That's enough. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
I remember now.
That's enough. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
I remember now.
That's enough. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of...
Doubt me all you like. You and I are no different.
Oh? Cut the act. You're perfectly aware...
Correction. There...
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard that...
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearances, you say?
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearances, you say?
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Clearly, though, it bears no connection to her.
I remember now.
That's enough. Cut the act. Your
correction.
Researchers clearly, though, it bears no connection to her.
No. If don't know the location.
She did say that.
There should be evidence. The space station's odd.
Huh.
That's what's so odd about this. May not be direct. Then there's ample evidence to...
If these two
We'll see in the main control.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
This is...
a declaration.
This Duke in
a group of the fire demons have...
Japella Brotherhood.
On the Stellaron...
The Japella Palace crumbled. Something similar. That video.
The destruction.
I'm afraid you need to start You have a superior strategy.
If we did that, we'd be...
All remains as it did yesterday.
Not good.
A list of the missing research.
Sure, but this...
A list of the Take it. I don't know.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who...
I didn't really notice it, but it's been a few... The last time I saw him was in the map...
Either way, if his disappearance is
true, we need to investigate.
Jerk! Fine! Disappear. Oh, it's you. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like he doesn't even answer.
What did he talk?
He kept saying...
Phrase.
Who said I want him? But if you... I don't know exactly what he's searching for.
Your countenance suggests tragedy. So the researchers who... I finished browsing through this. It's time to go back and...
You're back. I've been monitoring.
Less than... We're running out of time. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I understand.
Tenuous First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I understand.
Tenuous first. Adler's disappearance.
I understand.
Tenuous connect first. The next angle is what the victims have in common.
I understand.
Tenuous the next angle is what the victims have.
I understand.
Tenuous connect the last.
The link between...
First. The next angle is what the victims have in...
I understand.
Tenuous connect. The next angle is what the victims last. Is the abilities of...
I understand.
Tenuous last is the ability. During prior unrest, instinct the flickering tongues. Look. This booklet describes the kindling of... I fear that this is the truth, Adler.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. When Sherling... I believe that as a scion of the phase, that is... We don't know where the victims went, and the sudden and once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent... The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs...
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Based on first-hand
That flame... It seems that Duke...
I will head to her. Mr. Ratio, please...
Bygones are bygones. But sometimes...
Infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up it. The way is awash with... Be careful. Get ready to... See? It's still... Do you know what to do with... Resist.
Nothing major. Grace. Just. Word cleansing track. Conflict is pitiless. Rise.
weaker.
What is your goal? Ignorant. It isn't it a robot next time?
A small Oh? The banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not.
Grace. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Blood cleansing dragon.
Measure of truth and falsehood.
Conflict is pitiless.
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
Show no mercy.
Blood cleansing dragon.
Weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts. Break!
The dead return!
Test. 0 points.
Repay. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Here is thunder. 0 points.
Blood cleansing dragon.
The dead return!
Good work. Rest assured, while you were chasing the... It was all thanks to... They fell into a spit. Many of them were shaken. Yes. This business is... But there is one and that is... I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to.
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair. When one is I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Rich.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlam. But do explain, what...
For curiosity's sake, affirmation.
Oh.
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt. Logic, a third party.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's...
You are more candid.
But still behaving... One last question, Screwlam. Genius...
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak and pulling the strings.
The ruler of planet Screwlam is indeed... To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one... The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary, but even a life marked by failure, is a life worth living. It is only in moments of... I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with...
You wish to uproot...
I am only laying pursuit
You are indeed more like a...
As for the...
I believe Asta will...
It is also a let... With that, I take... A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.